Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, let me explain the cousins of the compiler, grouping of phases, compiler construction tools, and lexical analysis. These are the important concepts in understanding how a source program is converted into a machine code. Let us go into the slide and let us see in detail. The presentation outline, the cousins of the compiler, we'll see in today's video, grouping of the compiler phases, front end versus back end, compiler construction tools, lexical analysis, and we'll see the tokens, role of the lexical analyzer, symbol table, lexical errors, and we'll end up with summary. Cousins of compiler. A compiler is not a single tool. It works with other supporting programs called cousins of compiler. They are preprocessor. It handles the macro expansion, includes the header files, and removes the comments. Compiler, which converts the high level language into an assembly or intermediate code. Assembler, which converts the assembly code into a machine code. Linker, which combines the multiple objects and libraries into a executable file. Loader loads the executable into a memory. You can see the diagram here. Source program is given to the preprocessor. Again, it is given to the compiler, from compiler to the assembler, from assembler to the linker, and then loader, and then which gives the executable code, which can be stores in the memory. Next, we'll see the next slide. Grouping of compiler phases. A compiler phases are divided into two main parts, that is front end and back end. Front end is an analysis phase which includes the lexical analysis, syntax analysis, semantic analysis. These phases checks whether the program is correct and creates an intermediate representation. Backend includes intermediate code generation, code optimization, code generation. This phase focuses on producing the efficient machine code. We'll go to the next slide. Front end versus back end. The compiler is divided into a front end and back end for a better design. The front end is a language dependent. It analyzes the source program and detects the error, and also builds the symbol table. Backend is a machine dependent. It generates the optimized code, generates the machine code. This separation makes the compiler easier to design and maintain. I hope you guys understood. Let's move on to the next slide. Compiler construction tools. Compiler construction tools are software tools that helps build a compiler efficiently. Example includes Lex, where the scanner generator builds the lexical analyzer automatically. Yak, parser generator builds the syntax analyzer. Syntax directed translation tool generates the intermediate code. Generator generates the machine code. Data flow analysis engine helps in code optimization. This tool reduces the manual coding efforts and improves the accuracy. Let's move on to the next slide. Lexical analysis. It is the first phase of the compiler. It reads the source program character by character and groups them into a meaningful units called tokens. It involves the function like reads the character, forms the lexemes, produces the tokens, removes the white space and comments, reports the lexical errors. For example, int x equals 10 semicolon. Int is one lexeme, x is one lexeme, equal is one lexeme, 10 is one lexeme, semicolon is one lexeme, altogether 5 tokens. I hope you guys understood. Let's move on to the next slide. Tokens. A token is nothing but it is the smallest meaningful unit in a program. The types involves keyword, identifier, constant, separator. Keywords involves like int, float, if, etc. Identifiers are like variable names. Operators plus, minus, equals. Constants are like 10, comma 20, comma 50 without any floating points. Separator, semicolon, comma, comma. Example, we can see int total equals a plus 20 semicolon. Int is a keyword, total is an identifier, plus equals is an operator, 20 is the constant. You can see in the table. Let's move on to the next slide. A role of the lexical analyzer, which reads the source program and creates the token stream, maintains the symbol table, eliminates the comments and blank spaces, detects the invalid identifier and symbols, sends the tokens to syntax analyzer. I hope you guys understood. We'll move on to the next slide. Symbol table and lexical errors. Symbol table is nothing but it is a data structure which is maintained by the lexical analyzer, which stores the identifiers like variable, constant, function, etc. So you can see the small table over there. X is a identifier, type is int, total is an identifier, type is float. This is how the identifier is stored in the symbol table. Lexical errors. Invalid identifier. Identifier cannot start with the numbers. Invalid symbol at. At is an invalid symbol. Enclosed string. For example, open brace, hello. We are not closing. So it is unclosed string. Lexical analyzer is a gateway to the compiler. Thank you. If you get any queries or any doubt, please write in the comment box so that I can respond. Thank you, one and all.